I guess just want to do a quick comparison video between the 2018 C300 interior, and over there we have a 2019 A4. Pretty similar specifications actually, and pretty similar model years for these two big competitors in the industry. Now, if you're looking at used cars are big right now actually, so this is kind of why I'm doing this versus the new ones, which are a bit of a disparity because the C-Class is brand new and the A4 is still waiting on its new facelift for the 2023 model year. So we're going to wait on that. So this is what you get in your 2018 C-Class. Of course, there was a facelift, and of course now we have the new model. So this is the two steps back technically, if you want to think of it like that. I mean, it's not the worst place to be. So you have, in this particular one, you have wood trim going around the center console, the doors, as well as your door back there, and as well as the rear doors. Other than that, it's all kind of a black space. The older Mercedes infotainment system is not a touchscreen, actually. These are the older systems, so you do have to use their dial system over here. So you have a giant scroll wheel, as well as a kind of a back button and a favorite button. You have a scroll wheel for your volume knob and a power button to turn the system on and off. You have your drive select modes and to return your engine stop start on and off as well. So it's pretty simple on that. This wood paneling, I don't know how well it's holding up actually. It's starting to get a little wavy, if you can kind of see that through the light reflections. It doesn't feel super premium honestly either. Kind of touching it around, pretty solid as well, but I'm not sure how much I feel about it. All this is metal trim going on around here. You have a big storage pocket, center console, metal trim here. I have these kind of typical Mercedes center opening, center armrest. You have two USB ports in here, SD card slot for your navigation, another little storage cubby. Close that up, not bad. A clock right in the center. Some more button controls. We are missing out on these in the newer models, so no more physical controls. It's a lot of touchscreen stuff. So you have your climate control separate and a menu control right there. And the system itself is pretty basic, old school Mercedes. Nothing too fancy in there. Of course, you can see your dynamic select modes when you're changing drive modes. It does show the vehicle and the different modes it's going to be going in. So nice stuff there. Quality is okay in the interior. This isn't a higher end C-Class, so seats are, I believe these are not real leather seats. I believe it's their Mercedes's MB Techs, whatever they call it. They're perforated in the center console, in the center pieces, and you do have white stitching across them, but they're okay. I think that carries throughout the interior. This dash is injection molded plastic up here, more plastic. So on the door panels. All these buttons are pretty familiar from Mercedes. You have your seat controls up here, so your heated seats. Window controls over there, lighting controls on the side, and we've been seeing these throughout Mercedes for a while now as they're kind of circular style air vents, so you can just kind of turn them to open and close them, as well as adjust them like this. They feel okay, not too bad, but as we will see in a minute, the general build quality of the interior is better in the Audi. Design wise, that's going to be up to your personal specifications. Like for example here, we don't have a full digital dashboard, and that was not available in the C-Class until the facelifted version of this generation. To get a full digital dash, we do have the Audi's virtual cockpit, which we'll go check out in a second. So in here, this is just an accessory mode right now, so ignore all the warning lights, but you do have this center display over here. We can see some information. And you have your two analog dials over here. Steering wheel is pretty basic, so you have your basic controls. You do have paddle shifters on the sides for the gearbox, and your typical Mercedes drive selector stock on there, as well as your turn signals on the side over there as well. Pretty familiar stuff as well. So this actually seat in my driving position right now, so I'm going to go seat in the back, and we'll see how well we fit actually, because these cars are not the biggest. See right here, coming into the rear end, and it's a pretty solid thunk of the door. Again, pretty much the same trims back here, and footroom's nice. Legroom is okay. You do have these huge cutouts in the seats right there. I don't know if you can see that. There are huge cutouts that end right where my knees are pinching right there, and those actually significantly help. If those were not there, my legs would be like this because there's no cutout here. You do have pockets back here in the seats, and again, familiar vents. These are more cheaper plastics in the back seat area. Again, this is a more entry-level Mercedes model. Again, perforation in the center. No heated rear seats in this model. You do have a kind of a full, almost panoramic roof. You do have this bar in the center, but it is nice to see that there are two kind of openings. It does increase the open feel of the cabin. And these can, I think these both have shades. Yes, they do both have shades that can close if you don't want to see that. Other than that, that's pretty much it. You do have a folding center console with cup holders. If they open up, yeah, right there. That's pretty much it there. Close those up and some more storage under there. So let's go check out the interior of the Audi now, and we'll see a little bit of the differences between the two. Okay guys, we're now in the 2019 Audi A4, just one model year newer than that C-Class over there. And the pretty much big differences are, I believe this one got like 2 or 3 facelifts in its current life cycle. It's still on sale. Meanwhile, we do have a brand new C-Class on the market. So the comparison's gonna be a little bit different if you want to look at newer models, but like I said, we're looking at used models, and these were direct competitors at the time they were out. So what are we getting on the Audi model? So to turn them on, you also do have your start-stop button over here. Double press that to turn it on and off. Nice ambient lighting. That C-Class does not have that, actually. All the beeping stuff at you, of course. And yeah, it's a pretty nice space in here. So right off the bat, you're definitely going to see a big difference in technology. So you do have Audi's full virtual cockpit over here, which you can change views through displays really quickly. Of course, this is more advanced than newer models. And just like the Mercedes, though, you don't get a touchscreen. So this is a kind of scroll wheel style system. Later on, now, of course, we do have their newer touchscreen systems. So down here, we do have the scroll wheel. To navigate that, you can go through your menu buttons. You have your navigation, telematics, radio, media, and some more hard buttons over there. This is also, I believe, it took a touch wheel if you want to write on it. And the sound of it, you guys can hear that, is really premium. It does feel more solid than the Mercedes. And even though these are plasticky type materials, they feel way better built than the ones in the Mercedes. Everything is really solid. Nothing wiggles, jiggles. There's no creaks anywhere. The interior quality in the Audi does feel a bit more well built. Whether you like the design of the Mercedes or the Audi, that's up to you, personal preferences. But there's a little bit more information in this system. It is way quicker to respond, and it does look a little bit more modern for the time. So if you want something that's going to look not super dated over time, you might want to go for the Audi system. Because the Mercedes system, it looks very dated and old. Like the Mercedes, though, we do have injection molded plastic on the dashboard. But this is significantly softer, and it does actually feel way more solid than the one in the Mercedes equivalent. Typical air vents in the Audi fashion. Your hazard lights, and again, we also have separate climate controls that you can turn on like this. You can adjust them, very simple. And again, just listen to that really nice sounding dial for your climate controls. Even the buttons are really nice. They are haptic and I'm sensing, so I can just touch my finger on it and it knows that it's on there, and once you touch it, it reveals more settings on the climate control. I'm not even pressing, I'm just literally just tapping it. You can see those settings up here, and then once you tap it, you can change the different settings up or down like that. That is a really cool feature, and these are metal, which is really nice. I can just scroll my finger across it to reveal the full settings. And turn it off, simple press of a button right there. Your drive select modes right here as well. Auto stop start on and off, traction control, parking sensors. And this is a cool button that just quickly turns the display on and off, which I like because not everyone wants to have that on all the time. USB port, cup holders, which are lit over here. And these are your kind of hotkeys. And just like these buttons, if you just swipe your finger across, this is a BMW thing as well. It kind of presents them all, and to fully tap on them, you just touch harder on this kind of button panel there, which is really nice. Audi's been doing this kind of a gear selector for a while, and it is kind of nice to act as a kind of hand rest to use these controls as well. So it's really well thought out when they were doing this, really nice. And to just put it in drive and reverse, just kind of go through these settings. Of course, obviously, pop it into park with this button. And you do also get a hard button for your volume controls, your forward and back as well, if you want to go through tracks, and to turn your audio on and off, which is really nice. A little bit of a slot right here. Electronic parking brake, and that's pretty much it you're going to get for the center console. Nice wood trim going throughout the interior as well, and of course, four-wheel drive Quattro logo, signature thing for Audis. That Mercedes also does have their 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. Door panels, we do have more wood trim. Again, that really nice, more premium feeling soft touch material than you're going to feel in the Mercedes equivalent. You do have a blind spot monitor in this one. I believe that one has it as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to go double check on that. Window controls as well feel really solid. Headlight controls and lighting controls as well, pretty nice. And this steering wheel, I do really like the steering wheel. We do see it in a lot of Audis. Paddle shifters in the back, your wiper controls, and your blinker controls right there as well. The buttons are really cool. They do have a nice sound to them as well. And you're pressing to change things in the gauge cluster and everything. There's a lot of customizability, and this is really cool display. Audi's been doing for a long time now. They kind of set the industry standard for this, for these displays. Yeah, it's always been a really cool display. So yeah, that's been a signature thing for Audis for a while. Heated steering wheel as well. A lot of nice features in here. Really, really nice. Seats, I believe these are also a sort of fake leather material as well. Not too bad. You do have no perforation on these, but I believe they are heated. Yes, you do have heated seats, just like in the Mercedes. So this one has 3-stage heated seats, which is nice as well. And I do like this headrest adjustment. You press this button and it kind of pushes it in and out, which is nice. You also do get a sunroof in here, though it doesn't go all the way to the back of the cabin like it does in the Mercedes, but it is still pretty big and open, and you can kind of open and close it as well. All your other controls up here. And like I said, this is actually in my driving position, so let's go hop in the back and see how we fit back there. Open that door. Really cool feature on this one has kind of like this projector lamp on the bottom for Audi. Close the front door. Oh boy. And we are in the A4 at the back. So this one, unlike the Mercedes, has a much wider range of knee room, actually, so I can freely do this. I could not do that in the Mercedes, otherwise I would pinch myself in this kind of centerpiece in there where it kind of punched out. And if I wanted to push my legs out more, there's even additional like leg pockets in here. Again, this class of vehicle, kind of like the compact luxury sedan, isn't the biggest in the back seats. You're going to want to upgrade to like an A6 or an E-Class if you want more space. Over here you have heated rear seats, which you do not have in the Mercedes, though there are an offer on the Mercedes is this just as an additional package. You also have rear climate controls, which you do not have in the Mercedes. All you have in the Mercedes are the vents and the ability to open and close them, so that's nice. You can adjust the temperature back here. 2 charging ports as well as a cigarette lighter, 12-volt lighter, which is really nice. You have your rear storage cubbies over here. Nice. And of course you do also have a center console as well with cup holders that I have no idea how to use. They look, oh, there you go, a little complicated for me. But yeah, pretty nice stuff. And some more flat storage over there if you want it. Close that up. The seats are nice and sculpted back here as well. I do actually quite like them a little bit more than the Mercedes. A little bit upright for the back, but pretty comfortable back here, so not too bad. And here is the rest of the interior of the front of the A4. Not a bad place to be, guys.